Another one that we often hear is my shoulder is hurting. There's nothing I can blame it on. And it seems like since I turned 40 or 50, I just hurt for no reason, right? And before that, it's like if I hurt, that's because I know I did something. I fell or I overstretched. So there is an activity that you can blame the pain on. Moving forward, your 40s or 50s, you wake up and you're in pain, right? And people say that's because we're getting old. Well, to me, yes, but kind of yes and no. You have to understand why, right? And people also say, oh, I hurt myself 20 years ago. So now I'm still hurting. Well, you got away with it when you were younger than 40. But the reason that you're not getting away with it now is as we get into our 40s, we have hormonal changes, right? That's part of getting older is hormonal changes. Along with that, the consequence of hormonal changes is a lack of flexibility. So if we've had injury in the past, it seemed to be fine. That's because we were still flexible, so we get away with it. Once we're 40s or 50s, we're no longer as flexible, so those old injuries are going to haunt us. That's one. The other thing is because we're not as flexible, our habits, right? As in relation to the TV, where is my favorite end of the sofa? So picture yourself sitting, in your sofa, TV is there, and the favorite end, the armrest is on this side. Okay. So what do you do then? You're likely going to be leaning on that armrest, right? Maybe you're going to tuck in one leg under. You never know, right? Or maybe you're even going to lean the whole body in there. That's well and good when you're young. But when you're older, because you're not flexible anymore, you're not going to bounce back anymore. So those habits and positions that you like are going to leave a mark there, and that is going to make you lopsided. And when the body is lopsided, then it's no longer capable of functioning equally on both sides. And so what happens when there's something wrong because it's asymmetrical? The alarm system goes off. What's the alarm system? Your pain. That's why we're hurting. So pain is really just an alarm system telling you something's wrong with it. Okay? So when you think about it that way, then each time there's an alarm that's going off, ideally you should be paying attention to it. Because that's really your body saying, hey, something is wrong. But we as human beings, we tend to ignore it until it gets worse. And when it gets worse, we can't sleep anymore. Now we're going to think about, oh, it's time to get help, right? By that time, your problem becomes bigger. So that's why it's so important to nip it in the bud. Now, having said that, if you have aches and pains, and it's just, it's not so severe, you can also start doing gentle exercises because that will allow you to continue to have as much symmetry as possible.